Hello there folks, how are we all? It's your boy Simon back here again for another episode of The Healing. I don't know why I just said here's your boy. I ain't said that in a long time. Anyway, let's get on with it. So this is part 35 I think it is now of The Healing. So we are sort of, well, seems to be sort of stuck in the sort of rut at the moment. Still no sort of closer to finding who Dr. Crow is, finding out who his associate is. Absolutely nothing. So, but unfortunately, like I said, we sort of left the group and sort of had to, and then sort of Dr. Crow sort of re-added us all in the group. Plus, he added himself into the group. So, we're in so much danger at the moment, so I'm hoping we can somehow get through this. But anyway, let's get into it, not waste any more time. And let's get into another episode of The Healing, part 35. Here we go. So, Healing. He thinks the enemy's reading our chats regardless. Dr. Crow's in the group. Oh. Okay, so we just, like I said, we played the ball game earlier and I managed to sort of complete it. It was actually quite sort of comfortable for a change, so I'm going to watch whatever this is. No idea what this is, folks. Absolutely no idea. It's some sort of random video. Execution of a traitor. Okay. Let's say, can we get off that now? Jesus. Wow. What the bloody hell was that all about? Yeah, what the hell is that? Quite literally the right words to say, Valentin. What on earth was that? The Freak is streaming this on the internet. Wow. That's totally insane. It certainly is, isn't it? It's a bit weird. Tim says definitely. But we didn't get the information we were hoping for. Well, that is very true, Tim. Who does he want to punish? Oh my god, you guys, do you see the number of viewers? It keeps getting bigger. It's just, oh. Freaky this is, innit? Anyway, most of them probably feed off this. Some of the comments were absolutely disgusting. Says Valentin. So Roxy says, what are we going to do? Just wait? Well, Roxy, I have no other idea what to do. We need to be able to do more than that. Valentin, I've never felt so useless before. Okay. Julius, I'm off, guys. Oh, where are you going, Julius? Just walks away like that. There was a part in the last part where he sort of like, you sort of think he said, wish he could start again. Now, I'm not too sure what that means, but he might have sort of slipped himself up. I don't know. Excuse me, folks. Anyway, Roxy says, what do you mean you're off? I'm sure he's after me. I'm not just going to sit around at home and wait. Where do you want to go? Probably, don't know if that's the right option or not, but we're going with it anyway. No way. I'm going to tell you with Traitor and Dr. Crow reading along. Ah, so there goes Julius. So no care in the world for anyone else apart from himself. Bernard, we should leave him alone for now. In the meantime, all of us should keep an eye on the view numbers. And as hard as it is for me to say this, reduce all communication with each other to a minimum. Yes. We don't know what the traitor is. Who the traitor is. That is very, very true. Hmm. What do we do now? Anna is right. What the hell do we do? Tim, we wait. Wait for what? Just. Oh, Julius wants to talk to us. This is an interesting conversation. Anyway, Julius, can I talk to you, Fatboy Si? It's something personal. Um, let's be kind. Let's not be an arsehole, even though he is an arsehole towards pretty much all of us. Anyway, thanks. Oh, God, dear. That's an awful fart. You're the only one I can exclude as the traitor. Oh, thank you, Julius. Considering you was accusing this and that earlier. Anyway, I just need to get this off my chest before I kick the bucket. It hasn't been long since I've been back on the outside. You were in prison? Julius in prison? No. Surely not. Yes, I was in prison for 2 years. Sometime I have these phases. I can't believe Julius was in prison. But then I can in a weird way because of his attitude towards people. There are times I get so angry I can't even think clearly. I'm actually not a stupid guy, you know. I have a master's degree in physics. I'll check Julius out, the little smart ass. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. It never used to be that bad when I was a kid. Right. Yeah, not Julius. A little fight between boys happens sometimes. It does actually hold true. He is right. I'm trying to find something, folks, and I cannot find it. No, it appears that I have lost my tissue. Oh dear. No idea. Yeah, it appears that I have lost my tissue, folks. Anyway, but as an adult, I just couldn't control myself anymore. I was always involved in fights. You understand. Julius, you have to start from the beginning. Right, folks, just bear with me 2 seconds because I'm absolutely bursting for a wee. And I need to get some tissue because I've got a bit of a snotty nose. So I'm just going to put myself in mute a minute while I go and get myself some tissue. Back in a minute, folks. Hello there folks, back again. Sorry, I'm just like I said, I needed a wee badly, needed to get some tissue. Anyway, let's get back to what we was sort of talking with Julius here. So let's go back to where we started. So here we go. Sorry, I was never a good storyteller. Well, I used to have a neighbour and her boyfriend was a real piece of crap. I knew who was beating her. Wow. True sign of a man that is not. And she was such a kind and calm person, couldn't hurt a fly. One day she knocked on my door and asked if I had any beer. I was quite surprised about the question. Unfortunately, I had no beer, and she returned to her apartment. Less than 5 minutes later, I heard some really loud noise. Well, bastard, absolutely. But do continue, Julius. Like I say, at the moment, there's a moth flying in my room at the moment, folks. It's quite a big moth, and I don't like to kill things, but unless it lands in the sticky tape I've got on my ceiling, it's going to have to get killed. It comes near me again. Because there was no beer, she had to suffer for it. That's when I totally lost it. I ran over there, kicked the door down. He was beating her up. I pulled him away from her and started punching him over and over. It was another one of my phases. Well, to be fair, I don't condone violence in any sort of aspects, but the guy got what he deserved, I suppose. Beating up a woman's a sign of a weak person. Anyway, so I saw red and couldn't stop hitting him. Then I had a blackout. Once I was thinking straight again, I was sitting in the police station. The inspector who took on the case was fortunately on my side. Her name was Anna Feist. She said I was lucky and that he was in a stable condition. Good. And then, what is next, thanks? 2 years in prison. Oh yeah, for assault, but unfortunately the guy could afford a very expensive lawyer. Oh, so it's one of them sort of upper class tosspots that can afford anything. Yeah, nice one. But you know what? I'm happy I was able to stop him. He won't be doing this again. Oh, good on you, Julius. All I can say is fair play to you. I don't condone what he did, but at the end of the day, the guy got what he deserved, didn't he? Simple as that. Yeah, I'll put that. I'm sure your neighbour was grateful to you too. Anyway, she often wrote me letters. It finally gave her the courage to break up with him. Brilliant. So, another less victim. After 2 years, I wanted to turn my life around. I got the job as a personal trainer and felt like things were finally looking up. I wanted to save up some money and travel the world. Travel around the world, should I say. After that, maybe even find a job in the field of physics. But then everything changed. Dr. Crow. I'll just sort of see this again quickly. Anyway, sorry about that. He's going to kill me now. And now I'll be remembered only as the guy who's been to prison. Julius, we won't let it happen. Or let that happen. And he's going to say, how can you be so sure? Anyway, what are you going to do? Well, we're going to help you, Julius, isn't it? I would hide as best as I can. It was real nice of you to listen. Maybe you can share my story with the world. I know you guys often think I'm just a macho without any brains or heart. But I've changed. Good for you. Still look like a tosser, but good for you. Anyway, my time will soon be over. No, don't give up, Julius. Do better than me, fat boy sign. Well, that was a bit of sort of a sort of like heart to heart sort of chat with Julius. Very interesting indeed. But anyway, that seems like we've got Bernard that wants to have a chat. It's very interesting. All of a sudden we get in a chat. Of course, Bernard. That'll be nice. Is this going to be like one of them like one by one people, things that we're... Oh, I'm not even going to bother saying. I'm not even going to bother saying it, folks. Anyway, wonderful, he says. Excuse me, sort of yawning at the same time, stretching, putting stuff away, and la-di-da and la-di-da, and that's the one. Anyway, wonderful. I hold you in high esteem. You must, no doubt. And that's exactly why I'm interested in your opinion. You've kept a cool head in the past. Have you ever played chess? Your skills will make you an outstanding player. Sorry, chess is not my jam at all. To be fair, I'm only putting my own personal opinion. I like drafts, but that's sort of different. What a shame, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. So I got a little carried away. Yes, okay. I think Julius is a bit hasty in his assumption. There's a few people in our group who could be punished. Hang on a minute. There's a few people in our group who could be punished. Tim and Anna. They saved Lucy, and we don't know if that's how they interfered with the doctor's plans. He says everything went according to plan, but maybe he just doesn't want to admit that they threw a wrench in his work. I haven't thought of that far ahead. Well, no, Tim and Hannah can't be it, surely. And what was the whole point? I don't even know. We have many possible moves on the board, but which figure does he want to beat? Who do we need to protect? And having a spy in our own ranks isn't exactly helpful. Unfortunately, the traitor's identity is still a mystery to me. However, I have some theories. Do care to share, Bernard? Do care to share? There are 4 people who are at the top of my list. Funny you should say lists. It's quite sort of weird. My 3, if you give me if you put a gun to my head, I don't think it's Lucy. I think it's too obvious to be Julius. Possibly could be Anna. I don't know. Valentin? I don't know. I don't think it would be him. I mean, my guess would be Zoe. Or Tim. And it could even be. It could even be yourself, Bernard, to be fair. Wow. Do you know what? Lucy's alright, Anna's alright. Julius, even though he's a bit of an arsehole, seems to be sort of... Obviously, seems to be sort of not a bad... Well, he is a bad guy, obviously, we did, because he got put in jail, but, you know, he did it for the right reasons. But anyway, we're going to go to Valentin, I think. I'll talk about Valentin. He's a very interesting character, yeah. Bernard says, Valentin, do you know what makes people likeable and trustworthy? A good sense of humour. He was in a good mood from the start and found the situation funnier than rather than threatening. That's actually very true. Well, Bernard's a bit of a smart ass, isn't he? Really is a smarty pants. His change of heart could have been perfectly staged. I should have taken it more seriously from the beginning. It's my fault too. That's how you get people to like you even more. And it makes you change from a suspect to someone who's in the role of a victim. A truly Oscar-worthy performance. Doesn't sound... It doesn't, because... I don't know. I mean, it's like I said, going back to the guessing sort of thing. To me, like I said a couple of times already, for me, it's too obvious to be Julius. I can't put it on Julius. Anyway, the other three are also on my list. And of course, there's also a lot to say about the people I didn't mention. Roxy. It's not Roxy. 100% it's Roxy. Not Roxy at all. I can count probably Lucy, Roxy. I don't know. Tim's a good shout. I think that, like I said, the three will be the two. I'll go Tim or Zoe, or it could be Tim and Zoe. You never know. What I'm actually trying to tell you is, make up your own mind. Each one of us is potentially guilty. The truth is out there somewhere. Yes, thank you for a very interesting conversation. To be fair, Bernard, it could be you as well. That's where I'm going. I still think it's Zoe. I think she's... But I did say the first person that answered back after all the shit going on was sort of Tim. So it could be Tim. We will find out another time. So folks, we are done for this moment, and like I say, it's now part 35 done and dusted. So just very quickly before I leave you and say my goodbyes, later on today I will be away, hopefully my partner's, well, potentially might be, depending. I won't sort of go into a story, but basically my mum isn't too good at the moment, as in health wise. She has difficulty breathing, and she's sort of going to the doctor tomorrow to get some sort of like heart sort of scan or something. I don't know, and hoping she doesn't end up in hospital, obviously. But if all goes to plan, thanks, I will be away for the next few days. I should be back Wednesday, hopefully, if all goes to plan. But we shall see. But anyway, that is it for now, folks, and thanks for watching as always, and subscribe and smash a like on this video as always. And like I said, I will be back hopefully in a few days time. I might even bring you another video before I go later on in the day. But for now, that is it, and if I do, I do. I don't, I don't. But for take care, folks, and all stay safe, and I shall see you hopefully in a few days for more of the healing. Bye, folks.